What's up, y'all?
Wake up, sit down, cheap, right out. I'm good outside, indoors, polite.
So, good news and bad news. Bad news is that I accidentally deleted all the camera footage from the rest of the recording session I had for my EP. It makes me so mad because I know I didn't even get to show you guys the process of what it was like for me to create the music and then initially start writing, because as you guys know, if you started watching from the first vlog that talks about my EP, which is here, I literally just go straight into what I already had began to create for the bad EP. I'm so sorry if you guys were excited to see that portion of the rest of the recording. And my goal was to be very transparent about this process so that you guys can see everything and be like, oh, that's how you do it with like no money, no team, and no budget. But if you guys are interested in learning how I created my beats as well as how I write, I can definitely create a separate segment for that. Let me know in the comments below. Good news is that I officially started promoting for the bad EP. So I dropped the first official Tiger Bite reel on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. I will say I think it's more successful right now on TikTok, because TikTok's so great at pushing to like a wider global audience, and so I feel like it's gonna be seen more by more eyes. If you guys haven't seen the video, make sure you guys check it out. I'm also doing my first official live, and I'll be celebrating the 2-year anniversary of the Pojlaibs EP, which is the first EP I ever dropped 2 years ago, and also it's my birthday month. Libra season. You guys are all formally invited to my birthday live, my Pojlaibs birthday celebration. That was a whole tongue twister. But I'm really excited. I'm a little bit nervous because I've wanted to go live a few times, and I have on like Facebook and Instagram, just to kind of test out what my audience is like and get more comfortable with being on camera, which is funny to say because I'm on camera all the time. But I feel like when you're on a live audience, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of spooky. So I just want to be a little bit more natural, and I want to hang out with you guys. So I'm gonna knock out two birds and one stone. I can't English today. I have a lot this week to unpack, and I hope you guys are ready, because this past week has been an emotional roller coaster. But anyways, you're gonna find that out as we get on with the vlog. Damn, I feel like super short when I do that though. Should I just like extend my legs? Last week I gave you guys a sneak peek of the bad EP and just kind of how I go about recording my vocals, as well as the process of finishing a song. I realized when I dropped the 3 Things You Need as an Artist video, that video got a lot more traction and views in a shorter amount of time, and so I came to the realization that obviously YouTube is not just, you know, my fans and my audience, but it was pushing my video to other people who were looking on how to be artists and 3 facts and stuff like that. So I'm also learning in the back end how to make better performing videos on YouTube. Anyways, today I'm gonna film my birthday invite video. I had this idea. I've been following, what's her name? So there's this girl on Instagram, and I've been following her page and her content for a while, but she makes these really cool green screen like mini music videos. And so I was like, oh, I should do something like that for my birthday live invite. I mean, obviously I wanted to do content like that for my music reels, but I feel like it takes a lot of time and effort and a lot of planning, which I learned yesterday, because I was like, I'm gonna film yesterday. Dude, I literally was getting ready to film, and I was like, bro, I have no backgrounds. I have no idea what concepts I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna film. So that's what I did yesterday. So yesterday I spent time on Bing AI, creating AI background images that I felt like were cohesive and that I could build off of. And then I took those images, I put them into Photoshop, and I basically expanded them to make it so that I can do a storyboard or a storyline within the whole image. Basically zooming into certain parts of the picture so that we can utilize and make it into transitions, if that makes sense. Her name is, it's Maria XO. She makes this really cool videos. I'm gonna show you guys one right here. So basically, if you guys look at it, like the shoe idea is really cool, the bubble, and you see how like it just changes in from like different locations. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm hoping to do, but damn, she's really good at this. I thought this was easy. Like, I was like, perfect, I'm just gonna whip this out of my ass and just call it a day. That is not what happened. I literally spent yesterday creating all the background images and what I thought was a good storyline, and then I was getting ready to film. I barely had time. Santi was already home, and I was like, can I just have some more time to film? He was like, yes, of course, like, film, that's your thing, like, do it. So I literally spent like an hour filming myself and then just kind of doing a really rough draft. And so I created this rough draft. This was the initial idea that I had done yesterday. To be fair, I do like this, but I feel like it's okay. If I can't film better today, then I'm not gonna lie, maybe I'll just drop that one. So yesterday when I was filming, I always do it like this, but I realized the green screen's a lot longer and I could totally expand it out more so that it could cover more ground. Okay, so I just got done putting my fit together, which I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. However, I have to put on my fake nails, and I'm so excited because I have had these nails for so long, and I was like waiting for the right time to use it. And I'm so excited because I actually bought these at 420 last year during my 420 performance at the Stoners Ball. Shout out to Sophia Ruby for having me headline. And I feel so bad because I'm very big on supporting businesses and giving like shout outs and like, hey, look at where I bought this from. But I've had this for almost a year now, and I'm pretty, not that she would even be waiting like, oh, I wonder if she ever posted anything. But I'm finally using them today, and so I'm going to tag her business so that you guys can check her out. Damn. My camera is barely alive. It's like gonna die. There's only like one battery, so let's see how long this lasts. I feel like now you can actually see like good quality, because I feel like before it was a little bit more grainy, but this is more of a close-up look of the nails. I just quickly stickered them on, but when you move it really fast like this, nobody can even tell. So I was shooting some TikToks with this background and the light, because obviously I want the quality of the shots for the green screen to be HD. So I'm going to shoot everything off my Canon. But if this camera dies and that battery doesn't work, I've been charging my M50 as well, so I can swap out with this one if I need to. This one's a little bit of a step down in quality from the Canon EOS R, but it's going to look a lot better than if I shot it off my phone.
You know who it be when you hear me on the beat. You will never had another bad bitch like me. It's the Ninaco. You know who it be when you hear me on the beat. You will never had another bad bitch like me. Rubber style, looking ass thick like me. Wanna be swear, never just up like me. Who you polite? Who you high? He tell me do it one more time. He tell me go, can you be mine? Who you tight? Go ocean die. If you don't like me, that's alright. Cause I love myself and I. Every little thing that I ever wanted to. I'm a vain girl, so I'm gonna do it, boo. Everybody with the eyes on me, stuck on that image, so they can't believe. Like, oh, she gotta go. Did you fuck someone? She must be a hoe. I'm on a whole nother level. I don't live to please. I do what I want and I do it so easy.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. As you guys can tell, I'm a little sweaty because I've been dancing for the past hour.
Every little thing that I ever wanted to. I'm a vain girl, so I'm gonna do it, boo. Everybody with the eyes on me, stuck on that image, so they can't believe.
Okay, so basically I got done shooting. This is so crooked. Let me fix this. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's it. I just got done shooting some TikToks for Tiger Bite, and so now I'm gonna take that and edit it, but I need to clean the room because it's a mess. Okay, what's up, you guys? I love you guys, you know that? Okay. Let me just be real honest with you guys. I don't even know how I feel right now. I just feel it. I want to be very transparent about the things that I go through because I think it's very important to talk about these things. Growing up, I've always come from a very big family. As you guys may know, I am the oldest of 10. It's a very beautiful thing. It's a part of life that I had to learn to appreciate because growing up, it was very painful. It was hurtful. And it felt very suffocating. I feel like from a young age, I've always been very ambitious. I knew I wanted more for myself. And I feel like I get those characteristics from my mom because she's like that. She's so outgoing, she's extroverted, and she loves having fun, being the life of the party, meeting people, talking. And I've always admired that about her. Growing up, my mom was one of my idols. Sometimes when I think about it, I don't know if she was my idol because I had no one else to look to, and she was the strongest person that I knew. Or if I genuinely just admired her. And as I got older, it changed. My mom and I have this relationship. We've been through a lot of shit together. I'm her firstborn. And she's the firstborn. And I know, growing up, I always just was like, what happened? What happened to you? Why are you so mean? She wasn't mean all the time. But obviously when she gets upset, or things don't go her way, it's another story. And there's a lot of times where I feel like I tried really hard to understand and I can validate some things. But there was just some moments where I was like, you are emotional right now. You need to calm down. As a mom, you need to be supportive. You need to be loving. And you need to ask them what's happening, what's going on, instead of just yelling at them. This morning, I was getting ready to send a text message to my mom because I'm gonna be very honest. A lot of my life, right? Also my mom being my mom, you just learn to survive in the environment that you're in. You may not like it, but you just gotta deal with it. And that's what I did. I give the same advice to my siblings. Figure out a plan, and by the time you turn 18, get out. If you don't figure it out before you're 18, you're gonna be stuck there forever. And that's exactly what all my siblings did. We all found a way to get out the house by the time we were 18. I've been going through this mental battle with my mom. I don't want to say just for the past few years, probably my whole life. I feel like I've always tried to understand, give her grace, and just want to know, right? Like, okay, give me your thought process. Let me try to understand what got you here. But in the past year or two, that has not been the case. I sent my mom a text message this morning to tell her my real honest thoughts of how I was feeling, what I've been thinking. And I'm really proud of myself because for a long time, I've always just done what she wanted. If she felt hurt or angry about something, I just validated her. And I was like, you have every right to feel like that. But there were so many times that happened where I had to invalidate myself so that she could feel valid. And I didn't realize how much pain and trauma I had until I got married. And I actually lived with somebody that I really loved. And I questioned everything that they did. Santi is such an amazing person. There were so many times in our relationship that my family did not like him. They didn't approve of him. My grandma asked me to go marry somebody from Thailand so that we could help our uncle or our grandpa come to America. And I said, so you don't want me to marry, or you don't want me to talk to this man who lives in the US that I've hung out with and met, but you want me to go and marry some random dude who you've never even met from our family in another country? Where are your priorities? But at the end of the day, I've also had to learn that in this relationship, I've had to become strong. I had to fight for my relationship in a respectful way. They talked a lot of shit about us. They said he was only with me to get a green card. And I'm like, bro, he don't even need a fucking green card. Just the fact that y'all thought that just because he was Hispanic. But you know what? I took it. I let them talk all that shit to me in my face. And I said, you can believe whatever you want, but I love him. And I'm gonna stick with him. And no matter what you guys say or do, I'm always gonna be here. And I always just smiled at their face and reacted with kindness. But there was a lot that Santi and I've had to deal with. They talk shit about us behind our backs. And I'm not stupid. I know. My siblings tell me. But after us being together for 3 years, all of a sudden they were super nice. They realized this was real. And that there was nothing they could say or do to change my mind, because I was very stern on where I stood. This past year, my mom, my sister, and I have been kind of going through this weird funk. There were some things that went down between my mom and my sister that I don't appreciate. And I was very disappointed. My sister had to come and live with me in California for about 6 months. She just moved back to Wisconsin because she got like her job and her house and everything together, which I'm really happy and I'm proud of her. But my mom starts calling and texting me again. And I basically wanted to give her my real thoughts. I feel like I've noticed that in a lot of my family relationships and with my siblings. I mean, with my siblings, I feel like we have no choice because she's our mom. So we kind of just have to do whatever she wants. But there's a lot of times I feel like in our family relations where nobody speaks up. They don't tell the fucking truth. And it's pissing me off because with everybody just dancing around on eggshells with my mom, she just does whatever she wants. And it's getting to a point where it's just ridiculous. I'm not saying that what she's doing is wrong, but the things that she does really irks us. It's to a point where we can't even support her or be happy about it. And if we are, we're probably lying so that she could think that we're happy about it. And this year, I made a promise to myself that I was going to be very authentic in who I am. I'm going to speak my mind. And I am very aware that speaking your mind, not a lot of people are going to be happy about what they hear. And they're not going to like a lot of the things that you have to say. This may or may not damage some relationships I have, or make people question if they want to be in this relationship. But I will say this, as a Libra, this makes sense to me. I believe in having balance in my life, and if there's things that I don't like, I'm gonna get rid of that shit. And so this year, it was my goal to really love Kalina in the way that Kalina needs to be loved. Kalina needs to be protected by Kalina. But in order to do that, I really had to learn to love myself. And I don't know how to express it. I've loved myself growing up. I love myself a lot. Not like I'm obsessed with myself. It's just more like I love my personality. And you know, my body's always gonna change whether I'm skinny or fat. So I'm just gonna love it because this is my vessel, right? It's not about if it's a chiseled vessel. This vessel has things going on inside me that don't have anything to do with physicalities. My stomach, my digestive system, that has nothing to do with being how sexy you is. Your body is perfect. Your body functions. It's perfect. And so one of the things that I've really learned is how to love myself mentally and emotionally, because for so many years living under my mom's roof, I had shut myself down and beat myself up so that I could just shut the fuck up and go, you're right, to my mom. And there were so many times in that type of relationship where, I'm not gonna lie, she wasn't right every time. But the way she worded it, and the things that she did, and the things that she said, made you believe that you were the problem, and that you should do better. And I just wanted to be honest about my feelings, without attacking her. Just really telling her, hey, I don't really like this, I don't appreciate that, and I don't want to talk to you until this. And I was really like, honestly, I was just kind of like, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know if she's going to take it well or take it bad. But she sends me all these text messages, and I just started crying because I'm like, this is not about you. It's about us. You shouldn't be apologizing that you're a bad mom. You should be asking us what you did. And be like, how can I do better? But you don't. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I did not want to post this. But I think it's very important. because I feel like we deal with these things alone and we invalidate ourselves so much, especially in these family cultures, family traditions, and family practices, to a point where we stay silent about it. And I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. I think that the more we can hear how strong other people are to be able to get out the situations they're in, it'll give other people strength to be able to stand up for themselves. And that's my goal. So, this message is not to hate on my family. I love my family. You deal with the cards that you're dealt, and I've dealt with them. I love it. But I've also realized that this is a part of being the oldest, and it's also my responsibility to protect my younger siblings. And to be able to make sure that they grow up with the guidance and the love that I feel like they need and supported that I didn't have growing up. Yeah. Long story short, I just want to be very honest and transparent with you guys because, yes, a girl is a bad bitch. But being a bad bitch also means having those tough conversations and putting yourself in those emotional, vulnerable spaces so that you can grow to be stronger. Sometimes you have to feel it to be able to move on. And so I cried with you guys today. She raised us all so that we could be healthy and that we would have high standards for ourselves. And I appreciate that. Right now we're in a crucial point in time in life where they're becoming adults. They're moving out, they're learning new things. And I feel like this is really those times where we want to call our parents and tell them what we're doing and ask them for their advice. Unfortunately, my siblings and I don't really have that type of relationship with my parents. Or not anymore. But I love you guys. So weird. I love you guys. I want a world where we can just all be happy and loving and supportive. Okay, it's currently 6 o'clock. I have rehearsal in an hour, and it's gonna take about an hour to drive to my rehearsal space because my dancers are actually located more north LA, and so we're heading out. But I dropped Santi off at Superior's because like it's literally right there, and he's just gonna grab some snacks and some water for the girls. And then I was super hungry because I did not eat like I should have today, and so I didn't get to eat lunch. I skipped it, and I'm really hungry right now, and so my IBS is attacking me, and so I need to eat. Thank you. Santi's at the checkout line, so I'm just gonna park by the exit so that once he comes out I can just pick him up. And then I gotta pray before I eat, cause we gotta thank God for every meal. I'm in. Oh, look at this. Tiny tan. Bong tong boys. The last time I came, I got V. I'm hoping I get either RM, J-Hope, or Jungkook. Please. Please, please, please. Oh, I got Jungkook! I can see from the card. Oh, yeah! J-Hope bias wrecked me so hard that he became my bias, and so Jungkook is now my bias wrecker. Damn, everybody coming out like crazy ass people. Alright, we are here. So Bree was sweet enough to allow us to use the studio. It's super cute. I love the mirrors. This is gonna make it so much easier for us to rehearse. And Brianna's currently getting Lily right now because Lily just pulled into the parking. So once Lily gets in here, we'll do some stretching, and then we'll get into rehearsal. Boy, you so lame. Wanna be cool, so you saying my name. Earn that respect. Put in our music and people to shame. Dang, can I?
Yeah, you can do it.
I can do it. Oh my god.
That's your toes.
Huh?
That's your toes. You gotta go like up here.
What the fuck?
You got your toes.
Oh fuck. I don't think my leg can go that high. I'm like 5 feet.
Go slowly, see a little bit. You go straight.
Should I be closer?
That's not touch
Touched it.
the shit.
Should I do the step up 2 thing?
We got that really Benjamin. Now it's quiet again. Like now it's quiet again.
Yeah, I brought some snacks and water, so feel free to grab any. Yeah, I was just running to the core, but I'm good. I'm ready to sweat my ass off today.
I like your shirt a lot.
Thank you. The queen herself. I needed some inspiration. You love Venus. Yes. Cool the floor.
Oh, look at that.
You going, look at this. Ballerina, bro, right here. She's so flexible.
Wait, what about me? What the fuck?
Oh, okay, you're right. You gotta do the ballerina thing. Oh, so cute. Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, sexy. This is some skill, bro. Oh, twerk, twerk, twerk. Yeah. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom, boom. Da da da. Front, back. Boom, boom, boom. Peaked all along. Why do you think that I'm writing this song? Fuck yeah. Okay, I just want to say that was on point. Damn, they stopped and I was like, yeah, we're stopping. That looked good. Okay.
Can we do it together from the top?
Yeah, I got you. That way we can just put it all together. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, do do do, and da 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 da. Do 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 do, do 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 do, do 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 do. So I think the main goal is you want to try to keep your head forward most of the time. You can move it a little bit, but the goal is to keep eye contact and your hand does more of the motion. So as you're up and you're coming down, you want to do the do 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 do. Yeah. So if anything, it helps to accentuate, I think, the tatas. But yeah, I think however you want to do it. I'm debating if I want us to all do it so it looks cohesive when we're doing it at the same time, or if we wanted to make it like you can do your style, but at least it still looks cohesive, but in your style, if that makes sense. From here at least, the 1, 2, 3, 4, front, back, and boom, 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 and down, and then I get ready to double tap, run it back. So basically, when we film the music video, our scene is gonna be out in the desert. Oh. Yes, so we're probably gonna drive out, I have to figure out what location. Usually I go to like a certain national park and we'll just kick it out in that area and then we'll just film some stuff. So that's kind of my vision. I want it to be very dusty, like when we're doing, I mean, to be fair, we're not like taking anything to make it like dusty, but I do really want to, I envision the camera's gonna be panning. I envision like Paris Global. You know what I mean? Like her stuff, they do the same exact thing, but it just looks cool because there's like a ton of people doing it, and like the shots are from different angles. So that's kind of what I envision for this. So nothing too complicated. Everything we're already doing, I think we just have to figure out the timing, but I think that's it. So by next Thursday, if I can just have us clean it up a little bit and understand the core, or have a better foundation of the choreo, so the next week we can just hopefully, I'm thinking we can run through it and then kind of practice filming with the stabilizer. So I did bring it today, but like I said, I'm not gonna lie, I have a hard time doing the choreo without looking at the mirror, so I'm not gonna make you guys do that yet. But I think next week I'm gonna bring the stabilizer back and then we'll try practicing so we know what it's gonna look like when we go out into the desert. Next week rehearsal, when we do that, we'll just practice the spacing, the timing, and how we wanna film it. And then after that, we'll figure out what the next few rehearsal dates look like, what your availability is for October. And then I think we should have one more rehearsal with outfits, so we can figure out what we wanna wear. I've been applying to jobs, so I think I'll probably be working by then. My goal is to have us, I don't know if I want us to wear the same thing, but I know I want us to have something similar of like, okay, have you seen Gabriella by Cat's Eye? Like that. You know how they all have like different like dresses on, but they all have the same exact color, and all of their dresses have like lace and like things hanging from it. So when they do their booty stuff, it's like really exaggerated. Oh my god. You see that? But I'll let you guys know what the vision is, and then we can try to figure out if you guys do have something like that, or if we do need to go get it, then how much that will look like. But ideally, I think, yeah, just something like that. So I think moving forward for rehearsals, if you guys want to come in, I'll probably bring it too. I'll probably bring something like skirts or flowy, something so we can just get practicing to understand what really looks good when we're doing the like, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I officially finalized that the Bad EP is only going to have 4 tracks. I feel like these 4 tracks represent me so well. Like if you put my personalities in boxes, these 4 would be like boom, 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 boom. Like, yep, that makes sense. And so I feel like these 4 songs are perfect. If you want to know the name of the set list, oh, I can't say that. It's a surprise. Okay, well, if you're watching this YouTube video, if you guys want to know the set list, make sure you guys join me on October 2nd for my birthday live, which is literally in 2 days from now, and I'll spill all the beans. Yeah, I'm really excited. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like I'm really falling into who I am as a person, and I'm really falling in love with the journey and the process, even like the mental and the really messed up parts. I'm like, it's a process. But anyways, my goal for the Bad EP is to roll out the songs every month. So I'm gonna roll out Tiger Bite in October. I already started promoting it now. I don't know when exactly I'm gonna drop it in October yet, because I feel like I usually drop things on my birthday, but I don't want to make my birthday just like the center of everything. I'm like, you know, I should probably drop it before my birthday so I could party with it. So I'm gonna figure out when I want to drop Tiger Bite, but I'm gonna promote it as much as possible. But for sure, after the rollout for the Bad EP is to drop 1 song every month. So I have October, November, December, and then the last song I'll probably drop on New Year's Eve. Or maybe New Year's Day, but we'll see, we'll see. I'm still in the middle of like trying to figure all that out, but those are ideally what I'm thinking. Now, when it came to music videos, okay, so the other day I sat down, and I did not record this, which I'm really mad because my camera was still charging and I didn't have the batteries, but I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown. So I ran through all the songs, I listened to all of the songs, and I really had to sit and figure out what kind of music video I wanted. I'm not gonna lie, I tried to keep it simple, but it was still pretty like, I have this bigger vision for how I wanted it. So the goal for the Bad EP was to be able to make the music videos cohesive, and I kind of have this vision of all the music video, like the beginning from the intro to Tiger Bite, because Tiger Bite is the first official track on the song, but it's the first official track on the song, but it's the second track on the EP, if that makes sense. And so when I was coordinating it, the goal is that the first 2 music videos are actually in black and white, and it's not until the 3rd song that you start to see things in color. There's a reason for that. I'm gonna dive deep into that later on. But that was kind of what my vision was for the music video. And then like it just became this whole like I want a tiger, and I'm like morphing into to the tiger, and it sounds plausible if you're like a special effects editor, which I am not. I'm very barely, like, I give myself credit on being able to do green screen stuff and AI things, but like nothing to a level of like visual special effects, anything of that level. So I was like, damn, I could either commission somebody to animate it for me, but once again, like I said, we are artists with no budget, so I'm like, okay, how can we do this in the cheapest way possible? And so now I'm just logically thinking like, okay, what have I been doing that does work? And right now, that's green screen. And so I have been playing a little bit with green screen. I actually was, as you guys saw, I filmed myself recording the promos for my birthday live as well as the Tiger Bite reel. And so I'm very excited. I do feel pretty confident about doing the green screen. I just have to do a lot more creative brain work, if that makes sense. I'm not the best when it comes to trying to figure out what like backgrounds I want, because I feel like I'm pretty standard. Like, I like things pink and I like snow. And I say that because I'm like, dude, that's the only thing I've been editing via green screen. I'm like, why do I always resort to snow? Like, why didn't I do something in the desert or like on a tropical island or like something like that? But once again, it's not my strong suit. I feel like there's certain things I'm really passionate and can plan about and like create video concepts on, but green screen, AI, and special effects is still very new to me. And so I'm really proud of what I made recently, but I'm also kind of like, how do I do this now on a little bit larger scale for an EP? So I'm thinking about shifting my gears so that I don't do the original music video idea. Most of the music video just does require me. Obviously I'm in it, but I really did want like Hmong kids. I wanted a Hmong mama like to yell at me, whoop my ass, all that shit. But I'm like, damn, is it gonna be possible? So I'm like, who knows? Maybe I'll just play all the characters myself because we got no budget. I mean, Selena Gomez did it. Other people have done it. So why not me? And so yeah, so I just really, my main goal is not even about how creative I can get. I really want the story to resonate. I have 2 collabs that are coming out this year. One that I choreographed for, and then one that I have to learn the choreo. And so I have to spend time this coming week to just do that. I would do it today, but I can't because I don't want to be sweaty and nasty. I want to make sure my face and my body are good for tonight because Santi and I are going to go see Eric Rapide.
Good girl from the
We love Eric. He is an amazing artist. He's super dope. He's like a super cool Asian rapper artist guy. And we've been listening to his music for a minute. Turns out he has like a secret little show in LA, and Santi follows all of his pages. So Santi found out about this little pop-up. Got me feeling so high like a G, bitch! And so we reserved our spots and everything. We were accepted, and so tonight we're gonna go check him out. I'm so excited to just network, meet people, and meet people more in this specific scene. I need to surround myself with bad bitches and, you know, obviously go party with my baby and listen to some Eric Rapide because he's fucking fire. I've also been popping off, so I don't know if you guys have been following me on Thread on Instagram, but I be literally talking the most shit on there. So if you like Hmong girls who talk shit and don't give no fucks and not scared, definitely follow me on Thread because we on a whole nother level. I'm literally gonna end the year with unapologetic energy and nobody's gonna stop me on that. So at the end of the day, I feel very confident. I feel a lot better. I've been praying a lot. I've been working on music. I've been listening to Cardi B's new album, Am I the Drama? And god damn, that bitch is fucking fire. Gosh, I cried like 10 times because I could just tell all the pain that she went through with Offset. But she did it in such a fun, creative way, and like the music just really speaks for itself. And so Cardi B, queen, I am so proud of you. I fucking love you, twin. If y'all don't know, Cardi and I have the same birthday. We're literally fucking Libras. Libra season. And our birthday's literally on National Coming Out Day, so like what better honor could that have been to share my birthday with the most amazing community out there, the LGBTQ community. But I love you guys. I'm so excited to just really get the ball rolling. This month, this coming October, it's gonna be a very hectic, crazy month. I'm starting a new job. I also have my friend, which is the artist who's coming to LA so that we can shoot the music video here in LA. So I'll be hosting them. You guys will get to see a little bit of that. I also am shooting the second collab music video at the end of October. So both of my collabs are happening in October, which I'm really excited. I'm like, wow, what better way to celebrate my birthday than to just be so busy doing work. Like, I love working. I don't know how to explain that. Like, it's my passion, and it's the fact that I'm able to do music and video editing and everything else, so it makes it so much more fun. And so I'm really excited about that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.
polite, we are polite.